All right, good morning to you all. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMP Speaks. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're feeling well. I hope that your family is doing well and feeling well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am a speaker, I am a Christian counselor, and a family restoration reconnection coach, family coach. And I'm here to help you and your family come back together, to reconnect. Listen, it's one of the most important things that you should do. If your family is not connected, you need to get connected. And I am your bridge. I am going to help you bridge that gap in your family. So, with that, welcome to, again, Family Morning Transformation. And as you come in, and if you're not able to look at the live, please look at the replay, because I believe what I have today for you is going to be beneficial, not just for you, but for your whole family in general. Excuse me. So, what I want to talk about this morning is the topic for the love of your family. That's what I want to talk about this morning. For the love of your family. So, what I want to talk about in this particular session, and please share this with someone if you care. Share it with your friends, share it with your other family members, share it with somebody that you know needs to hear this, because I believe what I have for you today is going to change your lives, is going to help you recognize that there are some issues, there are certain things that need to change, but I want to bring awareness to it. So, for the love of your family means this. This is my own pretty much definition or explanation. For the love of your family, there are certain things that you personally have to do as the parent. But there are also things that your child, your grown child, or your teen or a young adult, your child that came from your womb has to do for the love of the family. We all have to make adjustments for the love for our families. As much as you say that you love your family, you should be changing. Everyone in the family should be speaking, should be talking, should be looking at themselves. So I want to say good morning to my brother. Yes, good morning, brother. Thank you. Um, for the love of your family, there are certain things that you have to do personally to see your family different, to become different in a different way, in a different mindset, in a different way. For the love of your family, there are sacrifices that you have to make. There are sacrifices that each member in your family has to make. See, we don't make the sacrifices that are necessary for our family because we keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's insanity. That's pure insanity, because we are not making the adjustments that are necessary for our family to grow. We're talking to each other, but we're not really talking. We're fussing, we're yelling, we're screaming. We're not on one accord. Do you know what one accord is? One sound, one thought, one idea, one vision for the family. And sometimes there's so many visions or no vision. The family is visionless. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm using it this morning. Visionless. The family does not have a vision for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years. You have no vision. But for the love of your family, you got to change. So you might have grew up a certain way and you've been doing it for so long, but it's becoming detrimental. It's becoming a problem for the family. But for the love of your family, there are certain sacrifices, there's certain adjustments, there's certain things that you must do or the family must do for the family to grow, for the family to be better. We can't keep staying the same way. We can't keep being the same person we were 5 years ago because your kids are not five anymore. They're 10, they're five, they have grew 5 years from where they were. You should be growing, you should be evolving as the parent. Your children should be evolving as they grow. But it's the development that you have in yourself for them, on behalf of them, because for the love of the family. I had to change when I got with my wife. When I started dating that chocolate sister, I had to step up because there was a package deal in front of me, and I had to make a determination. I had to make a decision. Is this something that I really want to do? Can I be honest today? This is something I had to learn. I had to not even just learn. I had to decide, is this something I want to do? Because it wasn't just her, it was my son too. And I said, I have to make a decision. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody? Yeah, as you come in, say good morning to me. Please don't hesitate. I love to hear people say good morning to me on these shows. Let me know where you are watching from. Please, please, please. Yes, come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Share this with someone. So for the love of the family, I had to make a decision. I just said to myself, if I'm going to love her, I gotta love her son, which eventually became my son, just as much as I love her, because it's a package deal. So because of the love of the family that God was giving me at that time, 7+ years ago now, I had to make a decision for myself. What sacrifices am I willing to make? Yes, I can go and make a decision, go somewhere else, but I knew getting with her was going to be the best thing for me. Being with her was going to be the best thing for me. Being in tune with her was going to be the best thing for me. And now we got married in 2016 and started to build this family up. There were certain sacrifices for the love that I had for my family that I had to change because I had to grow up as a person. I had to grow up as an adult. I had to grow as a man because I had to see where my faults were. I had to see where my shortcomings were. And I had to make the adjustment for the love of my family because I had to get into a certain mold. So then for the last 4 years, I got my Uncle Rick. I got to pause. My Uncle Rick, love you, man. I don't get to see you all the time. I see that you on. Good morning. I had to just give you a shout out. I love you very much, I'll be seeing you very soon. I had to do that, y'all. Y'all excuse me. That's my Uncle Rick. I had to go. I had to give him a shout out. But anywho, for the love of the family, I had to make certain sacrifices. And even the last 2 years, y'all know I've lost family members. I had to make adjustments. And now we are in this mindset of doing better and growing. So I had to make sacrifices for myself, for the love of my family. I had to change. You got to make some, and I'm saying all that to say, you have to make some changes for yourself so your family can grow, for your family to be better. There are certain things that you have to sit down, turn the TV off, turn social media off. Sometimes you just got to sit there and pray. You got to ask God, the higher power, however you want to call him, God, because that's who he is. What do I need to do to change myself so that my family not only will survive, but to thrive? For the love of my family, I'm going to ask you this, for the love of your family, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to change about yourself right now? Your idiosyncrasies, your thought pattern, your mindset, where your mind is right now, to get it to another level of consciousness, of thinking and decision making and making choices on behalf of your family. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? For the love of your family, you have to change as a parent and as a person. There are things that you must do yourself to make that change happen and make it constant. And now, you know what? I was going to say concrete. No. I'm not even going to use that word concrete because we should be continuously evolving. We should continuously be evolving into the person that we need to be for our family to thrive. Your family right now might be suffering. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Your family might be suffering because you won't change. You won't change your tactics. Well, I've been doing this all this year. Oh, well, that's okay. It's been working for a little bit, but it's not going to work forever because maybe your family don't need, and I'm going to say this with all due respect, how you grew up. There are things that how I grew up were wonderful, but there are things that I can't do when I grew up. How to raise my family now. Because why? Times are different, and there is a more of a demand for us to evolve, to change, to make adjustments that are necessary. And that's why I titled this, For the Love of Your Family, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to adjust? What are you willing to take off? What are you willing to put on? What are you willing to remove and take away? What are you willing to add to your life? What are you willing to listen to? Who are you willing to listen to? It has to be something that you do constantly. Because if you're the same way for 10 or 20 years and you never change, your family's in trouble. Your kids are different. Times are different. So it's going to call for a different you. For the love of your family, things that are broken need to be mended. If you don't have a heart of forgiveness, oh man, I know I'm getting into something else. But if you don't have a heart for forgiveness for your family, and you got grudges, and we're going to be talking about this again, but I don't want to go too hard into this. But for the love of your family, things that are broken, things that are not working, just like a car. You have a beautiful car, but if there's a carburetor broke or the tire is flat or whatever the problem is with the car, and you don't fix it, and you keep riding on those tires, and you know they have less air than when you started, but you don't stop to put no air in. You don't do anything to inflate the tires. What am I saying? You got to inflate your family's life. If you see you guys are having multiple issues and you doing nothing about it, and you acting like there's no problem, and you keep going on about life all willy-nilly, things gonna get much worse, and they're gonna get to the place that's gonna get out of hand. And then you're gonna be trying to point the finger, and remember, the finger that you're pointing to is to somebody else, but there's other fingers that are gonna be pointing back at you because it's gonna be your fault. And that shouldn't have to happen with you or your family. Your family should not have to suffer because of you, because of decisions you make or decisions that you have not made, the adjustment that you have not made. I know this is tight, but I believe that is right. Because I told you this transformation morning show, these sessions are not here to be all fun and games. You know what I'm saying? We can have a good time and have good discussion. But something has to be awakened. I said awoken, it's still early. Awakened in you. Something has to arise in you. Your thought process has to change. So let me say this in my closing, and thank you, and share this with someone. If I can get 5 people just to share this, I greatly appreciate it. Share this with someone. For the love of your family, the things that are broken, let's change. Mend the broken pieces in our family. Let's find a way. Let's find some solutions. Let's not allow things to be the same, continue to be the same way. Your family deserves better. I'll say it again. Your family deserves better. And I believe that every family deserves transformation. I do believe that. And if you yourself, or you know somebody that's ready to change, they're ready to transform their family into the family that they've always wanted it to be, I want you to go to social media pages, and I want you to click on the link, and I want you to sign up for your free discovery call right now, because I want to help bridge the gap between you as a parent or guardian and your children and your household, because I believe every family, again, deserves transformation. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Please catch me tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another new session of Family Morning Transformation. Please go to my social media platforms, check out my videos that I just put up soon. I have another one I'll be putting up this morning. Listen, guys, it's time to stop wasting time, and it's time to get busy for our families. Guys, I want to show you some information. I do have some slots open, but I want to show you this information. But I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30. Peace.